Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This morning we're headed up to Davidson, North Carolina for Ray Evernham's AmeriCarna. This is the 11th year that they're doing it, and it's always a cool event with some crazy classics. And of course, we're taking the truck. However, we have a new addition, X7 from last video, and no, it's not replacing the truck. It's replacing a Volvo, but anyway, really cool. But let's get on the road. Not even in the show yet. Already AMG GTR, Porsche 911 Turbo S Cabrio, E63 S Wagon. And we're just getting started.
All right, later.
Got a couple rat rods. Beautiful Nova 2. And just look at these views right here off Lake Norman. Anyway, we got a little bit of a walk ahead of us, but it'll sure be worth it. Already in the first lot, it's muscle car heaven. Of course, we got this beautiful Impala on the trailer. Then over here, we got nice, looks like a 70 or 71 Challenger RT. Pretty sure we've seen this thing at Carson Coffee Concord. And of course, right beside it, GT350. Looks all stock besides maybe some wheels, but still, perfect two-car solution. Drag cars and gassers. Oh, look at this Firebird. Nice. Old Formula Ford. It's like a 4-cylinder. Pretty cool. Of course, on the back of the trailer, GMC, and then 458. Look at this collection of Volkswagens. We got a new 4RS Weissach. We got some sort of older 911. Looks like an ST Tribute.
Wait a minute.
And then we got Jeff Gordon's personal GT3 Cup, brand new. This thing looks absolutely insane. Full-on race car built from Porsche from the factory. Basically, they just take a 992 chassis and completely do it up. These things sound absolutely insane as well. GT4 Club Sport, also another factory-made Porsche race car, and then an R8 GT3. Oh my god, just look at the size of this wing. Of course, center lock wheels. Still got that 5.2 liter V10 back here, only rear wheel drive. Once again, full race car. That is just absolutely insane. Then of course right next to a Ultima, of course another just full-blown race car, as you can see with that LSX back there and the interior. Wow. And of course, beside all this, we got a just casual Murcielago E-gear for all the carbon on the interior, and this is an LP640. Pretty cool. I could do without the wheels, but besides that, pretty cool. Driven Concepts out here with their Monterosa, based on a Lamborghini Gallardo STS. Now they completely chopped the top off, cut most of it off, replaced it with forged carbon. Of course, still got that 5.2 V10 back here. Just look at that. And if you don't believe me, from a 1 of 50 to a 1 of 1. This thing's crazy. Just take a look at this Jag back here. Holy crap, this thing is in like perfect condition, especially with the interior. Got the wood on the doors and the dash. Wow. This thing is beautiful. And of course, in conjunction with all those race cars, we have the Project 56 NASCAR that raced in the 24 hours of Le Mans. And this thing is just crazy. I mean, this showed the world what NASCAR is really capable of. That's just, it's really cool to see in person all of the body work. And of course, exhaust right here, but just look at all of the aero, especially when compared to a normal NASCAR. It's crazy. Now, while American muscle cars like to go around oval circuits, They also like to go straight. This is a brand new Demon 170, 1,025 horsepower. Of course, you put E85 in this. And this is basically every option. You got the factory carbon fiber wheels, which they actually lost money on every time they made them. And just look at those rear tires. They're somehow straight legal. But anyways, this one is fully optioned at $144,000, including the $30,000 option sunroof. I mean, this thing's full race car. This one does have the passenger seat and rear seats, which I believe is also additional option. Got some sort of race wheel down there, but of course all factory. Looks brand new. This one finished over here in Plum Crazy. That's just cool. It's cool to see in person, especially how wide that back is. Of course, with the rear wide body and the front slim body. And of course, probably the most beautiful car here, Ferrari 250. Now, I know they made like 10 different versions of the 250, but each one looks very unique and very, very beautiful. This one finished over here, of course, in natural Ferrari red.
That's just a
beautiful car. Interior almost looks restored with those seats, but of course this is owned by none other than Arcade Motors.
Every time I would see it, I'd give them.
But still, just one heck of a beautiful car. Beautiful C1 over here. This nice blue with white and blue interior. 4-speed car. This is a V8, I believe. This is when they first introduced the V8s in the Corvettes. This is 61. Great. Only 67,000 miles on it, original. It's crazy. Look at that flake. Just like a nice white flake. Pretty.
And AmeriCarna Live.
Of course, theme of old NASCARs. Old Petty car. Obviously full blown as well. All of the different race cars and NASCARs back here. We'll go take a look at those in a moment. Of course, you got the very rare Mercury Cyclone spoiler here with a 351. But as I mentioned before, all the old NASCARs. It's crazy to have them all in one place too. Of course, got to stop by the original GT350. This is a real GT350. You got the full Shelby handbook there. Of course, with a race car, you got the sockets for the lugs. And just look back here, the whole firewall, spare tire. Of course, 4-speed manual, fire extinguisher there. Yeah, oh, signed by Carroll Shelby too, number 251. Of course, signed back here as well. Very cool. Of course, going from a 66 350 to a 67. This one all original as well. Just beautiful. Opposite color combo than the 66 we just looked at. Still very cool. And going from the 67 to a 2020, this is a GT350 Heritage. Just a 350, not an R, but still, nothing wrong with that. This one with the heated and cooled sports seats. I just love these cars. And the heritage package is really cool. It's finished like almost like a cream with those heritage blue stripes. This is, of course, matching spec to that 66 we just looked at. Still, very cool. This plate describes this car perfectly. This old Caddy Coupe de Ville. Of course, you got the old beautiful styling over here, red and white interior. Just look at how beautiful this thing is. All of the lines on it. If you can see just the lines going all the way down to those fins. This is one gorgeous machine. Now, while the Dark Horse is cool, I would say this is at least just as cool and for sale. Just matching exterior, interior. Like I said before with the lines, you just don't get cars with these lines anymore, especially like that Impala back there. Just all those fins and lines that run all the way down the car. Just don't get it anymore. Been a while since we've seen this R8. Last time we saw it was at the HBI show all the way back in March. However, something I didn't realize, if you look right here, this is a one-off car made by Audi Performance and Racing. It actually has a supercharged V8 back there, but they couldn't do it because it's the same supercharger as the C6 Z06, and they couldn't use it. But gated manual down there, of course, because why not when you have a first gen R8? Now, this thing can get sideways, but I never knew the backstory on this. Pretty cool. Pretty nice old goat here. Full, like, big block motor. Of course, all into one carburetor, but very nice paint. Just nice. Very nice goat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Houston, Texas. We got the donk over here. And we're back over at the truck. But before we go, nice little GT4 came in. This one is a 6-speed on these Apex wheels. But overall, pretty good show. Sorry I didn't record much. Well, it wasn't as big as last time, which is unfortunate, but it was still really cool, especially in that middle section with the race cars and the Ferrari. That was really cool seeing all of those. But anyways, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Ciao.